Hey guys, oh here, let me turn that to avoid copyright issues. And welcome back to another video. Today's is this disaster. The floor is rotted out in my RV. So I'm in the process of pulling it all out and replacing the whole floor. So I've got to take out the bathtub, this medicine cabinet, which I'm hoping separates right down the middle here. Hopefully, that's, you know, fingers crossed. So far I've gotten the toilet out. I pulled up the first layer of flooring because it was rotted out, and come to realize that the second layer of flooring, which is the original floor, is just as bad. So the plan with this is pretty much going to cut it out all the way to the wall. I'm going to take a Sawzall or something. I'm going to skim the floor right along where all this original flooring is, and I'm going to cut out a new sheet, lay it down in here. I'm going to clean the floor up, all the styrofoam and under here and all that. Put down a layer of PL3000, which is a contractor's adhesive glue. Glue it down to the floor, and then I'm going to take a second sheet and cut it to fit as well, but it's going to leave a little bit of a lip over here, jetting out a little bit to basically, you know, sink a few screws into to pinch the new floor to the old floor with another layer on top. Because the dude who owned this before, the way he had the toilet set up, was set up so that he could have 2 layers of plywood down anyways, using this flange right here, which is honestly supposed to that looks it's just a foam gasket. Okay, it's actually supposed to thread into the sewer hole. Now, graphic warning alert. Pull this out, and you can see there's some threads here. And this is supposed to thread directly into that, probably with a pipe adapter or something, because it doesn't thread now. So I'm assuming that this is where all the water leaking was coming from, being this was not designed right in the first place. Obviously I would need either some sort of a pipe extender or cut the plywood out around it, have this thing sit flush with the styrofoam, I guess, then the toilet sits on the plywood. Because I do need to get this to, oh, maybe that's catching a few threads. Yes, that is. Okay, so if I can catch a few threads, and then when I put the new toilet, or the toilet back on at the new floor, I can thread this in and then screw it down using a few screws. Till then, oh yeah, great. Let's thread it on tight, AJ. There we go. So, I'm going to put this back on the floor here. I'm going to throw a rag back into the black tank as it is. Not sure if you can see, I already got a little bit of debris in there. I'll have to clean that out somehow. Not sure how I'll go about it yet. But for now, let's take the tub out. Set you guys down on a tripod. Process for this tub is pretty simple. Just got to pull off this trim and then undo the sewer, or the gray water line. So let's set you down somewhere where I can position the tripod still. Let's crank up the tunes. We'll get at it. This will end up being a time lapse due to copyright reasons, but I want to listen to music, so sorry. So now that we've got all the trim pulled off of the bathtub, now we need to cut all the silicone out see a little bit more of the extent of the damage. These are wires for all my trailer lights and stuff. Signals, tail, and a backup light. And those just run down to there. This is a signal wire for my water tanks for the gray and black. But now we can hopefully see the extent of the floor rot a little better. Move that out of the way. That's plywood, and I should not be able to stab through plywood. It's solid over here, thankfully. Yeah, it's a little rotten there. So I'm probably going to be pulling up the entire floor. Which, unfortunately, is not really something I wanted to do. It looks like that's going to be the only option now. Anyways, now I got to see if this is 2 pieces or 1. Where's my utility knife? Looks like this might be 2 separate pieces. Nope, it's all 1 unit. Which means I'm going to have to pull the water tap out, pull this off the floor, pry this all up, and not what I wanted to deal with, but is life. I don't even know how this thing's affixed to the wall. Not sure if y'all can see in there or not, because I sure can't. Where's my hammer? I think this is just... Oh yeah, that's just affixed to the floor, and possibly right here a little. Maybe glued because I don't see any screws or nails. Alright, well, next step is going to be taking this out, I guess. So let's open up the tripod legs. I'll get you guys set down and set up. sorry, no coffee today. Instead, I'm drinking a brewski. So, update from last night. I had the toilet, the bathtub, the cupboard, or the cabinet and sink all pulled out. And here is the progress. So, the floor itself was so badly rotted out. Because there's nothing to support it underneath, we're unfortunately, leaving this stuff in here. Did pull out majority of the rotted stuff, but I need a little bit of meat to bite in here with some screws. Is it ideal? No. Is it going to work? Yes. It's a temporary / hack job fix / it'll get by for a few years till I decide to sell the RV and buy something newer and in better condition. So, this is 3/4 inch pressure treated plywood. Now, I'm not the one who's actually done all this woodwork. I have the fortunate help of my dad, whom is giving me a hand with all this, and I cannot thank him enough. Without his help on this, I don't know how to go about it or what I would do. I don't have the tools, I don't have the knowledge or the experience with woodworking or anything like that, with framing or carpentry. So, but yeah, just wanted to give you an update video of how things are going. It's 30 degrees out today, so that beer's feeling real good right now. I did buy a new toilet flange. Old one is here. Like I said the other night, well, I guess the last clip for you guys, but it was last night for me. This threads in, but it was too short to go on top of this 3/4 inch plywood and down in that hole on top of the old flooring, let alone. So I bought a new flange, and it was about an inch longer than the original one, but no threads. So we had to use a file and a rasp and file out the threads on the fitting down there. We ABS cemented this into place and then screwed it down, so this is not going anywhere. Like that is going to be solid for forever. The floor, we are screwing it down, as you can see already. It's a world of a difference stronger. We're going to throw in a strip down here as well. Drill out our hole for our pipe work. Cement this pipe into place. That's the gray water, black water vent for the roof. Tub is going to go back here. I might have to pick up a little bit of material for the cabinet system, but the countertop I saved, and I was able to save the cupboard doors and that front area here. So if anything, I might just need to work on or rebuild from behind the toilet to where the tub goes, so that I can fix the tub back to it. So anyways, yeah, that's just kind of what I want to show you, the progress that we had done so far. It's now lunchtime, so my dad's gone off home to go have some lunch. I'm not going to film any of this as we're doing it. There's really no room for 2 grown men and a camera in here, unless I was able to, I guess, maybe somehow fix this up here and point down. And again, it would just be a time-lapse setting then. But if you don't see any of that, next update video you'll see, I guess, is more than likely the floor finished and all the plumbing reconnected. We did have to cut the plumbing, but no big deal. That's easy to fix. So, see you guys in the next clip. Alright, well, we last left off around 1 o'clock, I guess, in the afternoon. It is 9 p.m. now. I took a few hours visiting with a buddy who stopped by, Cody Turand. He's also got a YouTube channel. I'll link it down in the description. Maybe I'll put a subscriber box somewhere here for him. On the bottom left hand side you'll see a subscribe box for him, so you can go check out his channel. Anyways, pretty much done. I guess I can show you what I got completed. this up on right. So I now have the bathtub put back into place. Actually, we started once we got the floor and the plumbing done. I didn't get any shots of the plumbing. It's just too crowded with a couple people, but you saw the toilet flange. We ABS cemented this down in place. All this got ABS cemented into place with this coupler that we cut, along with right there that we cut, so we could get the flooring in. Kids are running outside. Got this cabinet system put back in, which is pretty simple, you know, thanks to the help of my dad, who honestly knows way more of this type of stuff, you know, carpentry, woodwork type deal than I ever would. So got this back in, the plumbing's all hooked back up. I do have an access panel here that I have not put on yet because I want to put water in my fresh tank and switch on the pump and pressurize it. Make sure I've got no leaks at any of the fittings there, down on the toilet, or under the sink by that faucet, wherever those lines are. I want to make sure none of those leak first, and I still have to rewire, oh, there it is, rewire this light. I ended up having to snip the wire to get this cabinet out. This is all back in, all secured, screwed down. That's not going anywhere. Again, thank you, Dad. I do appreciate your help. If you had a YouTube channel right now, I'd give you a shout out too. Anyways, I've siliconed around everything here. I used a crap ton of silicone. I ended up buying a tube of bathroom and tile silicone caulk. It goes on white, but this dry clear. Got a little bit of it here that my dad did earlier. You can see it's starting to cure up and dry. So everything's siliconed up. Sinks in, drains in. This was stripped out, so we did just kind of silicone the living snot out of the drain to get it back in. And now to do a leak test. Now anytime I would have this sink running, it would end up pouring, you know, come down here, and this wasn't attached, so it ended up pouring in here, out on the ground, everything. So let's set up as a tripod. Got a mop bucket half full of water. I'm going to pour down this drain. Check for any leaks here right now. Don't see any. That drain's real slow. Why is that draining real slow? Hey look! I got a leak! Coming from... Looks like my P-trap's not tight enough yet. Okay, it makes me wonder if that P-trap's been leaking for a long time before. That might be the case of what was causing the rot. Well, this is all pressure treated lumber now, so I guess I can unscrew this. There's where it's leaking from. See if I can't catch it with this bucket. Yeah, I ain't getting that bucket under there. Well, I'll grab something. Hopefully this will catch the water, I guess. Just a little container. Oh, I don't think I have my drain in all the way. Nope, I don't. Alright, let's see what's going on, AJ. Tighten this up all the way. Oh, AJ, I know what it is. Because we put this 3/4 inch plywood down, it raised the entire cabinet up, but the plumbing is still the same height. Betcha that is my problem. So this sink might not be usable until I cut out a piece of ABS and put a coupling in, I guess, and maybe make it a little bit longer. That's as tight as that'll go. Grab my pliers. And try and tighten down this drain some more. All I was doing is got my pliers in here, and I'm spinning the drain because it's got threads on it, threading it into the black pipe, which is kind of pulling it up because it wasn't long enough. But I think it might be partially stripping out the threads inside the plastic pipe. Alright, tightened it up as much as I can before I end up actually stripping something out, and let's go. Alright, poured it down. I think that's just dripping from the old time. That's dripping from previously. I didn't wipe it off all the way in it. So, I think so. Let's pour this whole bucket in. It's obviously draining much quicker too. No new leaks. Let's go outside. Check for any water. Not a drop dripping outside. So that is confirmed that was our rot issue. Water that. So that was our issue. So the drain is now fixed. Oh, I got a rash on my hand from something. I did a leak test on the toilet too. Poured a bucket of that down in here earlier. The whole flange, you can see, maybe you can't see, the wax gasket. And I know that's not going to leak because we didn't cut anything. And the silicone's going to hold it tight, so that's good. All that's left to do is put water in my fresh tank and test the actual lines to make sure they hold pressure. But if you know, that messes up, I'll just let you guys know. I'm probably not going to film that. Yeah, after that, all that's left to do is put this fiberglass panel back in, put that wood panel in, and I do have to put some flooring down on top. This is pressure treated, so it won't rot, but who knows, could get a sliver or something. I have a 4-foot, actually no, I think I have like 6x6 of linoleum flooring. I'm gonna pull the toilet out again, lay this linoleum on the floor, cut it up to the size to fit how exactly I need, glue it down, and then I'll put the toilet back in once I'm all said and done, and then that'll be it. But I'm not going to show that on film or anything, I'm just going to do it. Like I said, if I run into a snag, I'll just let you guys know. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Comment below, let me know what you thought. If you want to see more videos, I ask that you hit that subscribe button there. Right here will be a button to click for a playlist of all my motorhome videos. Over here is a suggested to watch video, and click here if you want to go check out Cody Turan, the guy I mentioned just previously. Click on his channel and give him a check out. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.